give to our partners, right? And of course, as I said, what is different is that number one, you are inside the community. Number second is all about convenience. People love to come out there because, it is just a lift away. Thirdly, we have salon services inside these apartments. Also, in some places where we get bigger, properties, we surely try and introduce our expertise, which was in dermatological treatments. That's also available. So for my investors, before I give it to Dr. Raghib to explain the Elite model, for our investors, the most important thing is the brand support, the absolute, expertise, what we have developed for last 12 years, the kind of support we give in educating, training, and even if somebody is not from this background, can be a great master franchisee, because our training is very, very solid, a base for Celebrate Life. Lastly, when I took up this, I had one very important thing, because I'm a life skill coach and a trainer too for past 20 years. So I had this passion that all those lovely women out there who are really wanting to do something, were in corporate life, really wanted to carry forward with their profession and could not, here is a humongous opportunity for you all. So this is about Celebrate Life apartment model. Over to you, Raghib sir, for the Elite model. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Parul, and thank you, Franchise India, for this opportunity. And we are always passionate when we talk about this business opportunity. And as Parul said rightly, we have created a niche market for salon and wellness industry. And we wanted to make sure that, while the investors are coming with a trust that they want to get into a business and earn a lot of money, this is what we have created. So we always say it's a almost risk-free model. And it always say invest less and gain more. That's the perspective. So Celebrate Life is one of the few salon and wellness center which has created a convenience model. And also, while Parul was talking about convenience model, you can see on the screen, these are the picture of those salon inside a gated community. What we also realized that now was the time when we created our base very strong in Bangalore. So we have a master franchise system in Bangalore with 40 franchises in Bangalore. Now, of course, we have extended ourselves to Hyderabad, Chennai, Pune, and also Noida. And the model we have come up with, because we realize that not everywhere we have an apartment complexes. So we have focus on tier 1 and tier 2 city. Hybrid model. So model is salon inside an apartment model, and high street model as well, which is known as Elite model. You talk about getting into any salon business in today's world, you kind of invest anywhere between 50 to 70 lakh rupees. Now, Elite model is available for 35 to 40 lakh rupees, which includes all the interior furniture, equipment, all the fulfillment, and the launch. Now, Elite model is a combination of salon and wellness center and dermatological treatment by doctors. Because we have always noticed, whenever clients visiting to a salon, they always have some challenge with the hair fall or the skin issues, but they don't have a proper solution. And that's how Elite model is come up with. So we are setting this on the high street areas of the community, whether it is the tier 1 and tier 2 cities. Of course, the model is based on compact, functional, and good ambience. So we always create an ambience which is welcoming. Trained staff, one of the things which we value on is having the right staff, because you as an investor are not going to provide services yourself. And so there are some brand responsibility what we make sure we deliver to our franchise partner, and one of them is making sure there is manpower which has been given by the brand. So we help you hiring the staff member and training them and taking them on board for you, and also to make sure that if there is some replacement requirement, brand is always there to support you in terms of getting the replacement. So of course, every city we are targeting to have about 30-40 operational outlet. And of course, the ROI is very attractive. It's less than 2 years. So we always say, 24 months. And we have seen most of the cases, it's much more than much before 24 months. Now, of course, support completely by whether it is operational handbook, we train people on the management of the business and daily operations of the business. And also we have a cloud-based software which helps the business to completely monitor. And one of the most important thing for the business is to make sure business is a system-driven, not the people-driven business. So we have all the resources available to make sure whether it is a billing or appointment booking or sales or marketing campaign, everything is recorded through the software what we have. Of course, we create a beautiful system of onboarding, even though we always say you need not have to be from the industry to think about getting into a salon and wellness business, because that's an opportunity we have created to our franchise partners, whether they are master franchise or franchise. Most of about 70-80% of our franchise partner are people who have been working for corporate and decided to get into a business, or they have been having a multiple business and they thought, okay, not having all eggs in the same basket, so they look for an opportunity. Of course, salon and wellness is an industry which is, of course, profitable in business, and that's how Celebrate Life is able to fill that gap. So, of course, we help you in designing the outlets of the center, financial model in terms of making sure under you, if the unit franchise is signed up, they are also getting benefited and profitable business, and also supported by role and responsibility metrics and marketing collaterals. So what kind of partner we are looking for? Partners who are desired to become successful. Of course, action-oriented. So somebody who is self-starter. Involved in the business. We are looking for people who are really looking to get success. And of course, win-win mindset is one of the key value for us. And of course, knowledge of the city. So whichever city you are from, it's very important to know your city very well to think about a master franchise opportunity for yourself. And a master franchise starts from 50 lakh rupees for any cities, depending on the number of outlets you're looking for. And unit franchise for an apartment model is 22 lakh rupees, so 20 to 22 lakh rupees. An elite model is anywhere between 35 to 40 lakh rupees, depending on the space we get. And as I said earlier, ROI is very attractive. All the support in terms of staff management to people management, and also to make sure that system is running, center is running in an effective manner. All the support is and training is provided by the brand. Also, we have our website. We'll share the link at some stage. You can log into a website and have a look at what are the services we offer. And with that, I'll open it for question and answer.
Sure. So while that is happening, Raghib, I was thinking, why don't we also share specifically, as we both know, specific is terrific. What are the cities we are really looking for master franchisee? Because we know that they are, again, like Bangalore, hot, properties where anyone who partners with that in those cities are going to really get what you really promised before
Great.
2 years.
Absolutely. Now, master franchise model is a very lucrative model wherein we have seen people invest money and the returns are coming from the day one. The cash flow is coming from the day one. The cities we are looking for is Mumbai, Gurgaon, and of course, Kolkata. These are the three cities we are looking for. And also, and one of the key cities, of course, Gurgaon and the nearby area with Mumbai. So we have larger opportunity available with us at Celebrate Life.
Right. And just to add, last line, and we'll take up the question answer, that as Dr. Raghib also pointed out, that the elite model, Celebrate Elite model, can be really hit in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, because we all know as entrepreneurs that that's where the real money is sitting. So tier 2 and tier 3 cities are lots of them where you know that there is lots and lots of potential. And why we are different from others, as we said, that this is very different because it is not just a salon, but we have added certain dermatological treatments, which is again an expertise of Celebrate Life for last 12 years. All right, Neha, over to you. Any questions so far?
Sure. You can stop sharing the screen, or if you can change the slide because it's containing some details. Thank you. Okay, so I would like to start with the first question. I just want to, the first question which I want to ask you is, what all models we are dealing into?
So there are two models what we have. We are expert in setting up salon and wellness center inside a gated community. So all the larger city which has huge gated communities like Bangalore, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai, Pune, entire one cities. And of course, the model 2 is the elite model. Wherever there's no opportunity of high-rise building and the gated community, you have the elite model. Now, difference between these two is, one is inside the gated community, lower investment, about 20 odd lakh rupees. And elite model is at the marketplace, and the investment is about 35 to 40 lakh rupees.
Okay. And both these models are FOFO model, or we do have FOCO also?
These two models are FOFO model, which is franchise owned and franchise operated, but completely supported by the brand.
Okay. And what is the break-even period in both of them?
Both of them is within 24 months.
Okay. All right, perfect. And if you can just guide us for ROI, like what would be the ROI?
Yeah, sure. So one of the key factor for the salon and wellness industry, it's anyways higher margin business. So what we see at if an opportunity for a master franchise, what happens is two ways they are going to generate money for themselves. One is signing up the franchise, they get 50% of the franchise fee, which is 5 lakh rupees, and then royalty, 10% royalty, they get 50% of that as well. And we have seen most of the cases, 16, 17 month is a very good time they can look for the ROI. Another beautiful thing in our business is the operational expense meets 99% at the first month itself. So we need not have to wait for 3 to 6 months to generate our operational expense met as well.
Right, perfectly said. There's one more thing I want to ask you. What about the products which the service provider are using? How they get these products? Let's say if I am a franchise partner, I want to be associated with you as a partner, and I'm going to open a salon. So how I'm going to get the products, and do we have any kind of tie-up with the brands, and what all brands we are using to provide the services?
Yeah, sure. So nowadays, as you all know, and we all know, that it's about organic, herbal, and products which are not chemical based. So all the non-chemical based, we have tied up with few Ayurvedic companies, which helps us providing those products at our centers. So that would be centrally purchased and help our franchise partner. But also we need to understand that in salon business, people still, believe in those L'Oreal and Matrix and products, which is there for years. And we have been using it for last 15 years. So those are also available at our center, and we have tied up at a corporate level. So our franchise and master franchise always get benefited with an additional discount, which they can use it as a profitability opportunity as well.
All right. Okay.
Also, Neha, I just wanted to add one more thing is that being our partner, the biggest thing is that this brand is really flexible. A lot of times it happens that once the rules are set, the brands, of course they have their reasons, they don't move and they feel that's how the replica is. But our USP has been in Bangalore and every market, and within Bangalore also, that we are open to listen to our partners. We, as I said, we know that they also come with a lot of experience, and there's anything which they want to add in, we together build the brand to the next level. So I think this is a very unique point of Celebrate Life, that as directors, as co-founders, we are always welcoming ideas and partnership. I mean, where people want to be creative and take, use a franchisee partner to go to a next level and put in their things also is, of course, most welcome with us.
That's really wonderful. It's really good that you are not very strict towards the using the products and the SOPs, which is really wonderful. It's something unique about your brand. One more thing, the last thing I would want to ask: do you help in hiring the professionals also?
Yes,
right. Yeah.
You want to answer that?
Yeah, sure. So Raghib, we had just covered that also, that yes, of course, we understand that the main thing was, I mean, Raghib and me are coaches and we can do whatever, but we still have not learned haircuts. We should have. But yeah, jokes apart, of course, we believe that the manpower, the team is very, very important. So that is where we have, a data bank of so many years, of 12 years. Plus, we have tie-ups with very, good academies also. So how we work is that wherever we go, that particular city, we will help, we'll support to tie up at a brand level and get the professional skilled people. Also at corporate level, we have skilled trainer who's a full-time trainer with us, and she goes to various centers and trains people. So as you very rightly said, that we believe in hiring right people and also maintaining that training and skill development, because that's the key in our business.
Okay. There is one very important question which I can see, and I want to take up this one. What kind of marketing support do you provide to your franchise partners?
Yeah, sure. So I think marketing is critical. Marketing is one thing wherein it continuously has to go and reach to our target market. And in our apartment model, that's one of the beautiful things with what we have come up with. Marketing has become inexpensive, because earlier we used to invest 70, 80,000 rupees per month in terms of marketing, creating those advertising, hoarding, newspaper, and all the other things you can name. However, inside an apartment model, we have, our marketing expense is as low as 2,500 to 5,000 rupees. but all the marketing support is provided by the brand, whether it is the offer design, then creating the offers, which is India is a country with multiple festival happening, so every time there's some offers. So all the designs are developed by Celebrate Life brand, and also just the execution part of it will happen at the ground level by the unit franchise.
Great. So I'll take this last question. Mr. Syed is asking, give details about royalties and fee post initial investment.
Yeah, sure. So I think if the question is come from a master franchise perspective, then once you invest for a master franchise for a region, you become our partner for that region. That region belongs to you. And what happens is every franchise sign up, they pay us 5 lakh rupees in the taxes. That is franchise fee paid for the next 5 years. And then there's a royalty every month on month. They pay 10% of the revenue. So both franchise fee and the royalty will be shared with master franchise equally. So 50-50%. So 2.5 lakh rupees and 5% of royalty. That becomes massive. If an area has about 50 odd branches, that makes you to about 1 crore rupees through royalty coming, more than 1 crore, franchise fee, and royalty is approximately 10 to 12 lakh rupees per month at that point in time.
Indeed. Okay, one last question I want to take up. So I'm keep getting questions, but yeah, the last one which I want to take up. Mr. Dinesh is asking, if already have a salon setup and only spa is required, they can be associate that person if, so what's the financials? If they already have a salon and they want to add on some services from you.
Which part of India? And of course, just...
Mr. Dinesh, you have not mentioned the location, so it's better if you can share the location also. But otherwise, someone has already, they are already running a salon, but they want to add on some services and they want to take your brand name. So how do we go in this case? I'm sure the financials also differs.
Absolutely. If he has a ready setup, then of course, we meet them and make sure that we understand what they're looking for. So it could be a one-to-one, but of course, as a brand, we do that. We, of course, help existing centers to come under us and help them and support them to make their business successful. So we can do that.
Right. So we are always open for collaboration, Neha. Just to again, good that this question is really nice, because this has happened in Bangalore also, that there were existing salons, and because we understand sometimes alone a salon cannot do. So we are really, really open for Daman. You might have to mute. Sorry, I think.
Daman, you can just mute.
Or maybe you can mute all. So just to add on, yeah, so great question. And yes, as I said, for our partners, Celebrate Life is always flexible to add great ideas. Same way, we are always welcome. There are existing salons, because if they have a brand like Celebrate Life and they partner with us, for sure it's going to, take them also to the next level. And we also get somebody who's been in the industry. So that's a win-win for both sides.
Okay, thank you so very much. Thanks a lot, Mr. Raghav. Thanks a lot, Parulji, to join us today. It was really wonderful hosting you today on the show, and the details you have shared with us is going to really benefit to the investors who are watching you live. And I wish I could take more questions, but yes, we do. We are limited with the time since we have other brands also. So thank you so very much. Have a lovely evening ahead.
Thank you. A big thank you from our side also, and all the best, and keep celebrating like everyone. That's what we believe in. Thanks a lot, Neha.
Thanks, Neha. Thank you, all the participants. Thank you so much for joining us. All the best.
Thank you. So moving forward to our next brand, WTF Gym, a technology-driven gym. WTF is a unique combination of cutting-edge technology, expert trainers, and a comprehensive approach to health and wellness, has made WTF a pioneering fitness brand in India. Today we have Mr. Vishal, founder WTF Gym, with us to brief you more about this gym, and he's going to tell us how this gym is different from the gym which are already there in the market and what makes us different. Vishalji, I would want to welcome you over this platform, and I want to request you to please tell our investors how your gym is different from the others and what is the investment which is required, how we can connect with you, the investor who wants to be a part of your brand as a franchisee partners, how they can connect with you for the same. Over to you, Vishalji.
Thank you very much, Neha here. And first of all, thank you for inviting me to this webinar. And thank you everyone who is a part of this session. And then I'm going to tell you the next 20 minutes is going to be the most important 20 minutes. So stay tuned, listen to me very carefully, because I'm going to tell you about something fantastic for the next 20 minutes. So First of all, so I am the co-founder and CEO of the brand WTF. Now, we are the fastest growing gym brand in this country. We are the most technologically advanced gym brand this country has ever seen. When I say most technologically advanced, there is no other brand that really is as advanced technology as we are. And the third, the most important thing, all of our gyms are profitable. That means every single center WTF operates at the moment is profitable, and we say it loudly over the market. No one else can say that. Now, having said that, I am an artificial intelligence engineer by background. I have been an AI engineer for the last 16 years, and I'm sure in India everyone has listened or used Alexa, I believe, right? आपने Alexa use किया होगा. Alexa को हिंदी सिखाने में बहुत बड़ा role play था मेरा back in the US. I was in the US from 2016 to 2019. So that's my background, and I've been with fitness all my life. And back in 2019, when I came back to India, I realized that India is in a need where we need to modernize the whole gym experience for Indian global. Why? Because pandemic ke baad, people have realized that, okay, fitness is not anymore an optional part. Everyone wants to get fit. Everyone wants to have the best possible way to be a kind of part of the body where they're fit completely. And how does that work is that you need to think about the moment you think about fitness, you will think, okay, let's hit the gym. And unfortunately in India, we have close to 300,000 gyms, 3 lakh plus gyms in India mein, and out of them only just a few thousand are a part of some brand. That means unless you're not paying an expensive fee to a gym, you're not going to get the best experience, right? From right training models, right diet plan support, and end-to-end support on how you can get the job done. So we realized that, okay, you know what? Let's create a brand. Let's revolutionize this entire market and create the most experiential gym brand the country has. That means in WTF gym, as a member, if someone comes as a member, you are going to get support 24/7 in the gym, outside and completely. And why it is the opportunity of the hour, not just from the investment perspective and ROI perspective, but you need to see that in India, in the last just 2 years, 157% people have gone on the internet and started looking for fitness and wellness solution. And with that, what has happened? We have 90 million new customers who are in the market who want to see, okay, you know what? I want to get fit. And the moment you think about getting fit, you take your phone, you say, okay, gym near me. Okay, which is a gym near me? Oh, there's a local gym, which is not really at par. So what really happens? You as a user, like, I don't want to go to gym, or either you want to go to gym, you want to probably, you're in a position to pay expensive fees. So you eventually don't end up not going in the market. So what really happens? The gym market has been struggling because of the lesser exposure to a quality fitness, but at an affordable price. So what WTF said, let's make it affordable. Let's make quality fitness absolutely affordable. And now what we have done, if you look at this one slide there, this is the problem of the hour, right? Why WTF gym is growing so fast? Because what customers are looking for is quality, hygiene, hospitality, assistant, personalization, all that thing. But unfortunately, all these local gyms which are available in the market, the neighborhood gym, aap sab jahan pe bhi hain, if you just open your phone and you do gym near me, you'll find, oh, there are so many options, but none of the options are as per what you want. And what customer needs, they need, or what they kind of get is absolutely under-maintained facilities. So with WTF gym, this is the problem we're trying to solve. We're making one of the most premium gym experience in the country that is hardcore driven through technology. And if you look at the market, I said, it is huge. Every single month, I can tell you in India, there are opening of about 200 to 300 gyms across the country every single month. So you can imagine the market is growing so fast because the users are in that capacity. Now, this is something I said, it's close to 1 lakh odd crore rupees of market at the moment. So you can imagine the kind of ROI that will come in the market eventually. Now, why when I say it's a tech-driven gym brand, this is what the slide talks about. We are heavily driven through technology, right? From the moment you step into a gym, there's a staff that is a well-trained WTF staff. You have technology every step in terms of how your membership is purchased, what are your BMIs. Based on the BMI, you get your diet plan, your workout plan. There's a trainer in the gym that is again a WTF trained staff, which is going to help you do the job. So right from the moment you get into a WTF gym, the way you get out, you are completely tracked as a consumer. So as a consumer, you will say, okay, if I'm getting everything at WTF gym, I'm not going to choose any other gym. That is the reason all of our gyms are profitable, because our users just love us. Wherever we are, we're expanding in the entire Delhi NCR market at the moment. And having said that, this is exactly how we look like. So what we have done is that we have taken about 60 plus gyms already in the market. We are the most affordable gym franchisee in the country. That means there is no one as a brand who can say that is as affordable as we are. So because for BRB Franchise India, this franchisee fee is just at 85 lakh rupees, not 99 lakh rupees. So you only are getting a discount right as we speak of 15 lakh rupees right upfront because of this whole conversation. And as you can see, what exactly the purpose is, we've got 60 plus gyms already. We are a well-established brand, multi-million-dollar brand in terms of the brand value that we are already in the market. We've got close to 15,000 plus user, 100 plus trainers, and we are excessively growing. Now, as a gym owner, owning a gym is always a proud moment, right? You say like, I'm a gym owner, right? But the hardest part is that even though you invest in a gym, one of the biggest thing that really happens with the gyms that people are not able to operate. A lot of franchisees in the country, they have basically, shut down after a year or two. Why? Because the people who invested in the franchisee, they were not the business expert. And having said that, what WTF is expert is in that we do not just let you open the gym, we also run it for you. Yes, that's right. What WTF does is that if you look at WTF franchisee, eventuality, the investment you do is you get one of the best ROIs that I will talk very soon. We are going to be a part of one of the fastest growing brand that's there. And that I said, the most important thing, it is a profitable business. That's what we've been focused on. And how we're profitable because of that whole technological investment advancement that we have done over the period of time. And that is helping us to introduce and optimize our gym operation. That is helping us to optimize our trainer operation. And all in all, it helps to enhance the member experience so that members keep continuing a WTF gym. And that is the reason all of our centers are in the profitability operation, right? Now, what's the model here? Very simple. What we did is 3,000 square feet of property. Investment can go somewhere about up to 85 to a CR. Revenue share, if you, let's say, so there are two models that WTF operates. One is a completely FOCO model, which is where we are champions in that, which is a franchisee-owned company operated that you won't just invest and open in the franchise gym, we will also run that to you, right? That's where WTF is expert. All 60 gyms that I was talking about, they all are FOCO operated, where WTF has people who've invested into WTF gyms and we are running the show. Now, how does it work? Once you invest the 90 lakh rupees and along with that, the franchisee fee of 10 lakh rupees that has to go along with taxes. Now, with that CAPEX, what really happens is that we help you establish a brand new center right from the scratch, which eventually is going to help us at the show. And then from there on, what we do is that as a gym franchisee partner, we give you a minimum guarantee of 18%. That means your capital is safeguarded for the next 5 years. This is a 5-year contract that for the next 5 years, you get 18% of minimum guarantee. And what happens that we do a profit sharing with you. That means once we run the gym, what happens, we do a profit sharing with you after the gym cost to operate. And whichever is higher in that case, that gets paid to you as a franchisee partner. And your job is only to come at the gym, probably work out, give suggestion, be a part of the show, and we will run it on the ground for you. So the normal average ROI that we kind of get is somewhere about 20 to 25 months is we're able to get the return, the break even done, and the rest of the time is all the profits that you make. And we have got multiple partners who have established more than one franchisee with us. And the contract period for the first franchise is just about 5 years. And after that, we can always renew it. And we can obviously keep continuing the same model. Then the perks that I said, what we give you, we end-to-end manage the gym for you. We are very strong in marketing. So all our WTF gyms get marketed centrally across the country. We are heavily strong in the NCR region. Technology part, as I said, there is nothing that is as strong as in the country I'm talking about. Hygiene, safety is one of the most important things. We are very peculiar about hygiene, safety, personalization, hospitality, because gym is a service industry. You've got to make sure that you are the one giving the best service. And how do we do that? Because WTF has its own academy in our own staff, and then we deploy that into a gym. So I mean, we are not just going to hire some random trainer from the market. We coach our people, and we are the only IFBB certified academy in the country. Now, IFBB, if you get time after this call, go Google that. It's the world largest federation in bodybuilding and fitness. There's nothing bigger than that. They're like the IITs of the fitness. We're the only exclusive partner for IBB for the next 10 years in India. And that helps us to curate the best coaches. So we're able to give the best experience in the gym. We help in terms of branding. We help in terms of, and our app is the whole power. So there are 3 tech products and how WTF gyms runs. There's a member app, there's a trainer app, and there's a dashboard where you as a gym owner will be able to see everything what's happening in the gym, how many people are coming, how many people are going, what's the revenue, etc. So you have a full visibility chart in that case. And that's exactly what WTF Gym is there. So this is one of the investment that you should go right with it. And before I do that, let me actually show you one of the videos of one of our gym. And this is what it is. Have a look at this. You will see what we are as a brand in the market. This is one of the gym walkthroughs that we have recently established. Look at that. Isn't that premium? And we believe what you see is what you buy. As you can see, this is one of our WTF gyms that is established in, I believe, Sector 49, Noida. And NCR is one of the prime regions that we are very strong. Now we're expanding in different parts of the country. We're expanding in Calcutta. We're expanding, in Eastern. We're expanding in the southern part of the country. We're going Bangalore, Mysore. We're getting in Kolkata. We're getting in Siliguri. We're not getting in Chandigarh sector. So we're getting in all the elements that are there in the part of the country. Now, one video I want to show you real quick as well is a new brand. This is a brand new franchisee which is opening in the next few weeks' time. Look at the 3D model of how this franchisee is going to look like as well. As you can see, this is the newest gym that is.
I am so sorry to interfere, Vishal. Are you showing any video or any image, because slide is not moving? It is still at redefining fitness experience.
Oh, wow! I have showed so many things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. Hold on. Is my screen visible now?
Yes, it's visible now.
Wow, that's weird. So let me play this video again. This is one of the gyms of WTF gym that I wanted to show you. Have a look at real quick, and you should see what is really happening. That's how a WTF gym looks like. Absolutely premium centers, as you can see there. We invest very much into our interiors. We make sure that the branding, the aesthetic, the vibe of a gym needs to be there. So you get all that money that you get from the franchisee capex gets into all these things. We get machines, we get interior, we get aesthetics, bring the technology, we get everything. I mean, I can tell you we've got cameras in our WTF gyms, which has got artificial intelligence. That means we can even track that if someone is mopping the floor or not every hour. That is the level of tech that we have integrated. And because of that, we are able to bring in hospitality. And this is the brand new gym that I was talking about. This is the one that we're launching in the next few weeks as the newest franchisee that we have. Have a look at it. So that's pretty much it. I mean, that's what WTF is all about. And now I'm going to questions in terms of what we, how we can help it. And I'll tell you what, one thing I want to tell you that it takes just about 45 days from the finalizing of the property for any WTF gym to open. So we are also not just in terms of going the fastest, we can actually launch gym in such a fast manner that in just 45 days, the gym is open. And the good part, that if you already have, let's say, a property, we have a lot of partners, they have already a real estate. If a real estate, the good thing, we also give you the rental as well. So there are two win-win situations that happen. Obviously, if you have a real estate, we have to identify whether it is a right fit or not. But if it is, then you also get paid in terms of the rental as well. So you get two win-win situations when it comes to a WTF gym completely. So everyone, please go ahead, write some checks to us and get started. That's pretty much about WTF. Thank you. And let's see if we have some more questions, and we have questions on the floor. Please.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Vishal. I would like to take up some questions, but prior to that, I would want to ask you a few things from your side. From where do we hire people if we talk about the franchise partners? So does the franchisee partner hire the professionals, or you do hire? Because the kind of SOPs you are setting, the sort of technology you are talking about, the the kind of level you want to set. So for that, the professional should be on that level only. So
Yeah.
do you as I think we are only doing FOCO model.
Yeah.
we do have.
So we have both FOCO and FOCO. FOCO is the brand part because see, gym as a business is right. It's not something that everyone is expert in, right? Even if you put a crore, you need to really work hard every day to get the money out. Right? And we are experts in doing that. We're like, you know what? Let us really do what we are good at. You should invest in the gym. That gym still belongs to you. You are the franchisee owner for the property. The asset belongs to you. We run the show for you. So that means when the question that you asked, who does everything? As I said, we have our own in-house academy. That means we don't look for people outside the market. We train people in-house. They go through a certain set of series of programs. And once they go through that, once they're certified with an IFBB certification, WTF IBB, then only get deployed on the floor. So right from the reception, all the way to trainers and coaches and general, everyone is a part of the WTF Academy. They actually have to graduate from that part before they get deployed into a new gym.
And how much time this entire process takes?
So we already have, obviously, every month we have a pool of people which are ready to get deployed. So to launch a gym from the finalizing of the property to the launch is about 45 days. In 45 days, we have launched multiple gyms already. So that's the turnaround we take.
Okay, one more thing I want to ask you, do we charge any training fee from the professionals we are hiring?
Yeah, no. So we also, Academy itself is a separate vertical of WTF where people come and join Academy to become an IFBB certified trainer. Now, interesting thing, then people do a certification, they want a job. Now, because we are the job giver, they don't have to go and look somewhere else. We train them the way we want them, not just from the technical level, but also from the experience level, hospitality level, technological level. So when a resource graduates from an academy of WTF, they actually become a person who knows everything about WTF, how to operate a WTF gym. And then they have a contract of 2 years. So for the next 2 years, they can't even leave us, the kind of obligations we do.
I understand. All right. There is one question I would like to take up. How are you going to compete with Cult Fit model?
Oh, absolutely. So one of the things you have to understand, we are not establishing ourselves as an ultra expensive brand. We are not. What we are trying to do, we are playing in the mass of the country. The mass of the country does not go to Cult, does not go to Gold, does not go to Anytime. The mass of the country goes to that local gym. So one of the things that we have beaten everyone is the price point, and two is bringing the affordable premium fitness solution. That's what WTF is all about. So we have multiple gyms, multiple gyms which are nearby Cult, nearby Anytime, nearby Gold. So my customer or our customers was never going to Cult in the first place. So we don't have to worry about what people are doing. We have an opportunity where we have seen multiple times that people from all these expensive other brands, they have joined WTF gym because they realize that if I'm getting a better services at a cheaper cost, why not do that? So that's how the model differs. We are establishing and we're playing on the largest ecosystem. The vision that we carry in the next 5 years, we're going to open 5,000 clubs in this country. And we are very focused on doing that. And that eventually will make us the largest brand ever existed on this planet.
All right. One more question I would want to take up. How much is the investment cost?
85 lakh rupees if you go through Franchisee India, which I'm sure if you go directly with us at 99 rupees. So 85 lakh rupees is the capex cost for a 3,000 square feet property, in which the 85 lakhs is broken down into that about 40 to 50% goes into the equipment cost, the machines, although that's required there. Then about 10 to 15% goes into the real estate procurement, which is about the security and the initial first month rent. Then about 20% goes into interior and electricity and the electric equipment, etc. Then about another 10 to 15% goes into all the initial marketing, and then we keep about 5 to 7%, 10% off for as a working capital for the first month. Now, because we do pre-sales already, that on the first month itself, we're going to be breaking even, so we don't have to worry about any of the costs as well.
Okay. And there is one last question I would want to take up. Mr. Anas is asking, what will be the per month fee? Because you were talking about that we are.
Correct. So normally, if you go with WTF annual plan, which is one of the most thing that normally happens in gyms, it's about 1050 per month if you kind of go an annual plan. That means that is compared to any of the brands, we are about 40% lesser as compared to any of the brands in terms of annual fees. But if you go to a monthly fees, also in the monthly fees, let's say people saying, I want to just go for a month, we're still affordable, we're still comparably cheaper than the brands in terms of the monthly fees as well. But that's what. So 1050 per month is what happens if you go with a monthly plan. Annual plan.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Vishal, for joining us today. It was really lovely about the, so you are into gym, which is very normal to know, but you are quite different from the gyms already there in the market. So thanks a lot for sharing with us how you're different from others. Thank you so much. There are people who have shown interest also. We'll get in touch with them. So anyone who's interested into knowing more about the gym and the franchise opportunities, you can get in touch with us directly on our hotline number.
Perfect.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Vishal.
Thank
Have a
you.
lovely
Bye, everyone.
evening.
Cheers. Take
Thank
care.
you. Thank you. So as we're talking about wellness in our today's webinar, but when we discuss about wellness, we don't only discuss about the physical, but mental wellness. With this, I would like to introduce you with our next brand, MRF, Mind Research Foundation, focusing on mental wellness. Today, we have Mr. Daman from MRF with us to share with you more details onto the platform, the concept he's coming up with, how they are working on the mental health, and what all this concept does, and how you can be a part of the same brand as a franchisee partner. Damanji, I would like to welcome you, and I'm so sorry you'll have to wait. Thanks for joining us today, and I would want you to please explain more about the brand and the opportunities we have available for our investors with this brand. Over to you, Damanji.
Thank you, Neha, and thank you, Franchise India, for giving us an opportunity to discuss about our brand and how mental wellness, behavioral health, and other things relating to well-being of our overall physiological body are connected. So I believe that we have been getting this opportunity about discussing about mental health and behavioral health and its connection to our overall well-being, especially during the time of COVID. So COVID has been an eye-opener for all of us. And I believe that because of that eye-opening, we are now more focused on not just our physical health, but also our psychological and behavioral health. If you see the statistics of developing countries or developed countries that have experienced COVID in a very strong way, there has been a multi-fold rise in the requirement for mental health services. So in some countries it is doubled. In other countries it has more than 4 times increase in the overall requirement for mental health services. So by mental health, we just not mean by counseling or therapy. It is a complete package of overall psychological well-being services that we're providing. So I'll quickly start with the presentation, which will help you understand each point in a step-by-step way. So I believe you can see my screen.
Yes.
So the brand, yep. So the brand goes by the name of Ethos Health Spaces, which is powered by the Mind Research Foundation. We provide psychological support services to people across the country. And we have been doing this since the past more than 9 years. And we are connected with globally advanced technologies, and we are also connected with large research institutions in the field of mental health, which includes professors from Harvard University, University of Milan, University of California, and several other renowned personalities who are mentoring us and who are guiding us in making sure that whatever we are doing, it works out best for the overall community. We provide evidence-based support services only, so which means that at any given time when you enter a health space, Ethos Health Space franchise location, whatever services we are going to be providing inside that place is something which has been proven to work. So we do not work with things which are driven by instinct. It's all research-based work that we work with. We are here in Bangalore, in Indiranagar, since past 9 years. And now, because of availability of technology, now we are growing to expand our franchise network starting this year onwards. We are already having a franchise set up starting in the next month in Noida. And we are looking at another location in Delhi South area, and a couple of there in Mumbai and Hyderabad. We are combining not just psychological health, but we are also using naturopathy and Ayurveda to assist psychological health. So why we are doing Ayurveda and naturopathy along with mental health is because of lack of development of allopathy medicines related to mental health. So if you must have heard that when you hook on to any kind of allopathic drug, it takes you have to take that for the rest of your life. This is the same thing that occurs in case of mental health as well, especially when it comes to the addiction or when it comes to anxiety or sleeplessness and other things. So what we are going to be doing in these Ethos Health Space franchise locations is a combination of naturopathy, Ayurveda, and psychological interventions in one place. Everything that we are doing is research driven, so all the data goes on the cloud and is managed and divided into various data sets for analytics, which is again managed and analyzed by artificial intelligence tools. Everything in the center is IT enabled, so starting from client registration to therapy to case files, everything is digitalized. When you start working on a brand like the Mind Research Foundation or Ethos Health Spaces, you get a lot of trust along with it. We have a legacy of 9 years, which has put us forward in this domain as compared to other players that are there in the market. We have a global presence of individual franchises who are located in several countries across the world. And we also have a developing network of standalone franchises, which is starting now. And we have a very clear strategy of putting our franchises in the front. Ethos Health Spaces is a place which is going to serve the community. And while it serves the community, it is going to be a profit-making business for every franchisee. It is not just the community service that we're talking about. We're talking about your brand as a person who is contributing to the community for the benefit of the community. We take care of everything that is required to be there in terms of advertising, marketing, trust, identity building, value, everything that is required for your location, we'll take care of that. And we make sure that all services that are being provided in the Ethos Health Spaces franchise location is up to date when it comes to providing support to the community. The overall behavioral health market is very huge. This is the data that is shown by WHO, and it estimates it at $3 billion. As per this market size, we are looking at least 500 centers across India in the next, say, 5 years. And we are not just targeting adults, we are looking at children, adolescents, and the elderly as well. So we primarily work on a 4-4 model, although we are also developing the 4-4 model, which is a franchise-owned and company-operated model. There are a large variety of investors who are looking at just investing money for the community, but they cannot put in the time to run the show. So we have an option for that as well. But for the 4-4 model, we are looking at 1,000 square feet area, an investment of 14 to 15 lakh rupees, a small franchise fee of 2.5 lakh rupees for the first few franchises. And we are charging a royalty of 10%. Agreement period lasts for 5 years. And generally, you're looking at breaking even between 16 to 18 months. The cumulative ROI is approximately 500% over the 5 years of the agreement period. And after that, there is not much depreciation that goes on the equipment or the overall place. So on an average, you're looking at paint work or some air conditioning maintenance, and that's it. So whatever investment you are going to be doing, it is going to last for at least 15 to 20 years because there is not much of depreciation that goes into equipment or changing the layout. The main thing that changes in the center is going to be the people. So it's a people-oriented business. So you will have different psychologists come in and go every year. And that is the only thing. So unlike other models, I would say even a kitchen or even a restaurant or even anything that allows people to access food or any health service, there is a component of depreciation which needs the the place to get renewed every few months or every few years. Unlike that, this investment is more long term. So you are putting in 10 lakh rupees in the interiors and the place built up to develop the 1,000 square feet. That is going to be there for the at least 10 years period, because there is not much that depreciates. And paintwork and regular maintenance we can do anyway. We were there at the franchise show as well in Delhi. This is the layout of a stall, and we had an immense, very, very extraordinary response from investors, and which is why we are having around 5 to 6 people coming on board in the next few weeks. So how Ethos Health Spaces works and how the franchising model works. I'll just quickly, briefly explain about this. So when you set up a franchise under our brand, you're not just working with community members. You're working with the whole community. By the whole community, I mean hospitals, schools, colleges, clinics, organizations, institutions, shopkeepers, RWAs, resident welfare associations, and everybody who's involved in the community. We are looking at people from all perspectives. Basically, what we are looking at is you want people who would be wanting to prevent any psychological issue in the future of time. So this basically means that by providing or by using services provided by Ethos Health Spaces, people can actually prevent or slow down many illnesses for their physiological body. So that is the main point that we are putting across to the community. So when it comes to hospitals, we are looking at chronic illnesses, cancer, and several other diseases which have a direct impact on your psychological health. When it comes to schools and colleges, we are looking at bullying, examination stress, parental pressure, marital issues, which again affect children's overall life. When it comes to clinics, we are looking at geriatric population and regular people who are coming for any support. So what is the preferred partner profile that we're looking at? We primarily want people who are really keen about mental health. We want people who want to do something for their community, who want to have a brand for themselves. People who want to make sure that they have contributed enough for their community. We are looking at such people who want to do this for the next 25 years. You may be a seasoned entrepreneur, you may be a doctor, or anybody who is connected with a similar profile. So when you join MRF, we are able to provide you a complete array of services that we are going to share with you. It's an established brand. We make sure that you have a reasonable inflow of patients or clients. And we do centralized advertising, regular training, complete technical support, AI, integration with insurance companies and other education institutions that are part of our network. We provide the psychologists as well. We train them, we maintain all that for you. We just need a place. We need an admin person from your side and the investment that is required to run it. In the future, if you see, we have psychological support overlaying all these factors that you can see. And when you combine all this together, you can actually see good health coming out of it. Okay, so this is what we have, Neha, and I believe that we can ask you to have some questions.
Yes. Thank you so very much. Thanks a lot, Mr. Daman. There are some questions I would like to take up. Can we club this with ongoing health clinic?
Yes, we can surely blend this with an ongoing health clinic if we have enough space. So if you have a 2,000 square feet clinic, we can put a divider in between. Or if there are already rooms that are there for counseling or for doctor consultations, we can club into that. We can have a look at the layout and see what is best for us.
Okay.
But it is pluggable.
Does the investment also differs in this case?
Sorry?
Does investment also differs in this case? The investment will be reduced?
Yes, investment will be reduced, surely, because you will already have part of the setup, and more than investment, the key component is your running cost. So you will be saving on the rent because you already have the place. You will be saving on the admin person. So you're looking at least 1.5 lakh rupee worth of saving if you have an existing place. And all you need is 3 or 4 rooms. So generally we have a 5 to 6 room model. So if you have that kind of 1,000 square feet space in an existing place, I think that is great.
There is one more question is there. Who are our competitors in the industry?
See, competition is something which, unlike other businesses, we really welcome, because we believe that anybody who is contributing to the well-being of the community is doing the same job as we are doing it. The only thing is that we might be doing it a little better than them, and we might have an approach that is more futuristic or technology driven. But as of now, there are not many large players who we can call competitors. We are one of the few companies in the world that is doing psychological well-being and behavioral health support in a franchising model at the scale that we are doing.
All right.
So as for India, I don't see any big competition.
So as for you, there is no competition in our industry.
We want to set up in every pin code. Yeah. So if we have to set up in every pin code, we have to do this together.
Indeed. Right. All right. Perfect. So I'd like to take up the last question and we'll move forward. What type of machines to be used in this system?
Okay, so if you talk about machines, there is a lot of technology developing. Okay, so Facebook is working on a Meta device which you can put on your head, which can help you reducing psychological issues. And there is integrated approach with VR, virtual reality, augmented reality, which may support people. And then there is EEG or RTMS that can also be put together. But primarily you're looking at people. So there is not much of a machinery that is involved. The most you're going to have is VR devices, the Meta devices, which are going to be helping and integrating our system. And we have a tablet, which is there for client registration and allows us to integrate the WhatsApp support service for the clients. And that's it.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Mr. Daman, for joining us. Thank you so very much for telling us what this brand does, how do we do, and how much technology driven this all concept is. Thanks a lot for joining us. Have a lovely evening ahead to you.
Thank you, Neha. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's talk about our next brand, the brand which is into genetic tests, DNA testing, India. They are doing genetic tests. So we keep talking about the tests like blood tests, other sort of tests. We keep doing, like everyone in our surrounding, they are going for different kind of tests. But DNA test is something which we don't generally hear usually, like it's not very common. So our next brand is DNApedia, My DNApedia. We do have Mr. Ankit, CMO My DNApedia, with us today to tell you more about this brand and how this brand works in market, how you can be a part of with this brand. You can join this brand as a franchisee partner and you can expand your business in the same industry. Ankit, I would like to welcome you on this panel today, and I would want to request you to please put some light, give us a brief about this brand, how this brand works in the market, and how our investors can be a part of this brand and they can expand, they can they can utilize this opportunity. Over to you, Ankit ji.
Thank you so much, Neha ji, first for the time. And I guess Thank you so much for the audience for being here on Friday at 8 in the evening. I can understand all of you would be wanting to go back to your own home, be in your comfort. I'll make sure that I don't take much of your time. I'll try to explain this to you in as crisp as possible. I will try not to show any presentation. We'll just talk about the business and how this is done. So just imagine you have a genie which can tell you, okay, what will happen to you in your future. Now you have wishes. You can ask that what do you want to know, but this genie is real, my friends. This is a reality which is truth, which is present everywhere. With DNA testing, we can tell you what kind of future disease can happen to a person, what is the right kind of workout for you, what is the right diet for you, even what sports your child should play or how to improve in their sport. And all of this can be understood to you by a simple DNA test, by a simple swab. We tell it, we call ourselves, you gamify your body. We give you cheat codes for life. And then once you follow them, you have an amazing life going forward after that. Now, DNA testing, as it sounds very complex, it is not that complex. It's more about to tell you how DNA testing can, again, which I mentioned about your disease, for a person, for the clients, it's as easy as taking a swab, opening it, taking your DNA, sending us the swab, and that's it. And then they get a report. We give them a very detailed report about what are the changes which are required in their life so that whatever disease will be happening to them future is delayed as much as possible over here. Now, again, Neha ji has heard this speech a lot of times. I guess there are some other consultants who IFCs who would have heard about this pitch a lot of times. I'll tell you as a franchisee partner, what comes in the picture for you. One, you don't need to have a lab. We don't need a lab from you guys. We don't need you to be the scientists. We are the scientists. We are taking care of it. You people just have to market it, distribute it, collect the sample and send it to us. So you work as a collection center, a distribution marketing and a distribution center for us. The plus point of this is you don't need scientific knowledge. We will train you and everything about DNA testing under you. That's point number one. Point number two, you don't need the best prime location in center of the city. Your location can be anywhere. And third, and the biggest point is it's blue ocean. There is not a single competitor right now doing this business. Not a single competitor who's asking to doctors, to influencers to prescribe this model. Now, I'll just show you how our model functions. I'll just share, I'm sorry, I said I will not share any slides, but I'm just sharing for like 2 to 3 slides, which will be very interesting for you. I'll just mention what are our offerings, which I was mentioning earlier. Our offerings is, again, one is our well-being test, which is your cardiovascular plus diabetes test, your VO2 max test, which tells you your immunity of your lungs, your fitness test, which tells you what's the right kind of workout for you, the skin test, which tells you so much. The dermatologists don't really know, they don't really have an option to have this option, and when they see it, they just grab it. Then we have our premium test, which is MDP 316, MDP Premier. These are again our premier tests and are conducted at different levels. And our patent test is a rising star test for the sports, where we tell you what kind of right sport for your child, even as accurate as which position the person should play and how to improve. If they want to play in certain sport, how to improve that. That's what we do for you guys. And it's as brilliant, the features of my DNApedia. And again, very important to highlight is one high quality lab, best in class lab based off Europe. Your sample goes to Europe for testing. That's the best lab sitting out of the world. We have done 1.8 million tests in the world, 18 lakh tests we have done. That's our level. We are 99.9% accurate. There is not a single competition in India who can say on a STEM paper, on a written paper, that they are 99.9% accurate. So are we. We give you result within 4 weeks. We said we do 21 days, but we mentioned 4 weeks. That's fastest DNA testing across the labs which are sitting in India as well. We do it because that's our patented technology. Ours is 100% contactless, safe and hygienic process. You take a DNA sample, you collect the DNA, and then you close the lid. The sample is directly opened by the robot sitting in Finland. No one else touches the sample. It's non-invasive. We don't need your blood. It's very easy to use. It's very hassle-free. It's just a buccal swab you rub and you sample collect. It's one test for lifetime. No retesting required. After that, you get an in-depth DNA analysis report and then a holistic counseling after that. We have done roughly 7,000 plus tests in India already. We are already present in Indore, in Bangalore, in Ahmedabad, and we are expanding our business. And we are here to give franchisee across India right now. As we see, Indian market in genetics is growing at a very crazy level, right? And that's where the entire game is going to change when there are more competitors entering and you would be the leader in that industry. I'll just tell you our model, the main part over here. Basically, the franchisee partner would be promoting the product to influencer. By influencer, we mean a doctor, a gym chain, or an educational sports institute. From them, they will prescribe a test to the clients, to the customers. The customers can buy either from them or from directly from you the DNA test. And then after DNA is collected, it comes back to the collection center, which is you again. From you, you send it to us in Indore, where we do a QC, where we check everything. After everything is done, we send the samples to Finland and then we get the report and then we give you a report directly. We follow the European guidelines in this. We are US FDA and European Medical Authority approved on this. This is our financials, very important part which everyone would like to know. Our franchisee cost is very minimal. It's 3 lakh one time, followed by 2 lakh every year, which we charge as a training fee, where we give you the right training, the right hand-holding to grow in that business. You don't need the best area in the city, as I highlighted earlier. Any office where it can be a proper sitting office can work for here. In this model, if you find the right way to do it, you can recover your ROI in the range of 10 to 15 months. And we give you a very hefty margin, which is 32 to 35% to play around with. So guys, any questions? I don't want to bore you anymore on this. I don't want to take a longer time. We can go to Q&A, because again, this is a DNA testing. Nehaji again can share a small video to all of you, how our DNA testing is all about, and then you can know more about it.
And let me add this, so you don't bore us, because the concept you are working on is something which every time you discuss or you tell us, we get to know some new things related to this, because every time you are telling us, it's not everything you are repeating. There are always some new things you add and we get to know new things also. So we are anyways increasing our information and knowledge.
Thank you so much, Neha. Thank you for the kind words.
There are some questions which I would want to take up. What are the other other service providers for DNA testing that are your competitors?
So there is there are other DNA testing companies. There are 5 to 6 DNA testing companies. Number one, what they do in a year, we roughly do in 2 to 3 months. Right? These are the companies who are there from past 10 years and they are not able to break us. 2, the model of distribution is very different. We ask the influencers, which is a doctor, a gym trainer, or a sports coach to prescribe the test. We are not selling directly. You don't need to do D2C. So here it makes a very big difference.
Understood. One more question is there. There are centers provide similar type of DNA test. How are you different?
It's the same question as earlier. The point is, one, the USPs which I highlighted, none of the competition gives. I'll just tell you how we are different. So there are, to test a DNA, there are 2 processes. There's called allele PCR and microarray. We follow allele PCR, which is 99.9% accurate. We take your DNA, we magnify it 200 times. So we put a magnification, a robot, basically a machine puts a magnification of 200 times, see the mutation, detects it. The competition does a microarray. And in microarray, they do a magnification of 2 times, 2x. Now, Neha ji, you know 2x and 200x में 100 times का फर्क है और वहाँ पे accuracy का फर्क आ जाता है.
I understand. That's right. Do we have a website also?
Yeah, in.mydnapd.com.
All right. What type of marketing support do you provide?
So in marketing support, we provide entire first training of your entire staff. Your staff doesn't go on the floor without getting a proper training and proper handoff from us. 2, we keep on doing a lot of online digital seminars wherever you require, whichever, if you can arrange an audience of 15, 20, 50, 100, 500 people, we will come and take digital seminar whenever you want it. You just tell us in advance. Our scientific team is available for that. 3, whenever your team, your doctors have any questions ever, that this is the confusion, this is the question, this is the information they need from you, we will be able to solve it. Our scientific team solves the questions generally queries in 48 hours. We keep on doing a lot of national seminars, like tying up with very big audiences. Like we just did a seminar for entire Tata Click. We did a seminar for Digit Insurance. So big audience, we keep on doing it for them. So yes, we do a lot of digital, online, national and local level marketing too.
Thank you so very much, Ankit. Thanks a lot. Again, it's a Friday for you also, and you have joined us today, and you're giving so much information related to your brand on this Friday evening. It's really a big thing for us. Thanks a lot. I'm sure you'll have a wonderful weekend ahead. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks a lot, everyone who has joined us today. I believe the brand details and insights shown with you in today's webinar are going to benefit you to choose your right option for your business plan. If your questions were not answered during the live event, we plan to get back to you within a day or two. Also, you will receive an email just after this webinar on your registered mail IDs. If you have any feedback, any query, you can write back to us, or you can connect with us on our hotline number, which is 9717683838. You can directly WhatsApp me on my number, which is 8800493728. If you see, there is a screen which I have shared with you. We are again coming up with our new show, which is going to happen in UAE market at QLSB 2, Dubai, 21st September 2023. So if you're a brand and you want to participate into this show, it's an opportunity for the brands to represent their brand, and it's an opportunity for the investors also to look forward to meet the brands over this event. So we have created a WhatsApp group as well, a community about which we have already explained you in the starting, and I have shared the link in the chat window. You can join that community to know day-to-day updates on the business opportunities on the webinars as well. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you so very much, everyone, for joining us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.